Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and today we are going to build a beautiful crystal grid to all of your healing requests in the chat. And after that, I'm going to send you some healing wherever you happen to be in the world and whenever you're watching this. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, one-on-one distance sessions, or tarot readings, go ahead and check out that link on the bottom, Learn Reiki Philadelphia, the QR code there. That will also bring you right to a landing page. But yeah, if you're here, go ahead, feel free to put any kind of request in the chat. It doesn't have to be phrased any particular way other than a way that kind of resonates with you. So yeah, let's jump right in and get started. It's good to see some of you in the chat already. Let's say hi. Okay, cool. Oh, the kittens were messing around with the cameras. Hope no one gets seasick. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so I already picked a few for some of your requests that I've seen in here, and thank you so much. Hey, Flower, I hope you're doing well. Lots of love to you. So JS requested something for finding a new place to live and taking action on what you find important. So we've got two great crystals for that. We're going to start off with some yellow calcite. Yellow calcite is everything you can think of about the solar plexus, which is the center of personal identity and your sense of free will, what you want to do in life and bringing that forward. It clears blockages of that center. It also helps with self-identity, with boundaries, and also setting priorities based on what you find to be most important, rather than everybody else's sometimes not so subtle suggestions. It's also very optimistic. It brings a lot of good vibes, high energy into pretty much anything. And yeah, the cats were definitely blessing the grid for you earlier because they left some of their kitty hair there. There we go. So the grid has been blessed by the felines. We know it's going to be a good session. Okay. So that's yellow calcite. And for helping find a place to live, we're going to go ahead with desert rose selenite. This can be really helpful with anything having to do with real estate property deals, whether it's the paperwork or looking for the perfect space. It's also helpful for animal health and healing as well as men's health. Helpful too for redefining ourselves after a big loss or a sudden change. Big life changes through small consistent effort, like if you've been working on something over time, this can help you. Hey, I hear a Gertie. Does Gertie Cat want to come up and say hi? This is going to also help with perseverance in school and with relieving an upset stomach, as well as pretty much anything having to do with the skin. Hey, you want to come up, little Gertie? You want to come up? Want to come up? Want to come up? Want to say hi? Come on. I know you're going to try to jump up here when I least expect it. Come on. She's definitely here and definitely feeling the vibes. So next we had some requests from Allie. And Allie, it's good to see you. I'm so glad that the crystal suggestions worked out for you. I'm super glad to hear that. So definitely, as there always tends to be, in case anyone's new here, no matter how different our lives are, where we're from, anything like that, there's always themes that kind of run through a lot of our requests that kind of happen in clumps. And Cinnabar has already come up twice. So Cinnabar is the red that you see within this, just those little tiny spots, because Cinnabar is mercury and it is quite toxic. Hey, I hear you howling. You want to come up? It's wonderful for attracting customers into a business, and it also in a greater way helps you to see your worth. It's a wonderful stone to have around if you're like setting up prices for services or products that you make. It's also helpful if you are going on a job interview. Wonderful for setting sustainable business plans or processes as well, like making good decisions business-wise. Hey, come on up. And helps with empowering any kind of magic or manifestations. I've also found that it's known for helping fertility as well as weight loss. So that is cinnabar. Definitely be careful with that. And for something to help with, so that'll help with money manifestation for sure, mental endurance, and to keep balance and momentum. Momentum, I have a good one here, and it's polychrome jasper. Polychrome jasper helps to kind of reignite our soul's purpose and our want to bring it forward. It's a lovely stone for the Earth Star chakra, which is all about embodying our soul's mission. It's motivating, it's confident, it brings in a lot of just sort of engaging energy so that it can break through indifference and help you to kind of get up and get moving if you feel stuck. It's also wonderful on the physical level. It's thought to help physical mobility, and also if you're trying to set new standards for mobility, getting around more, things like that, this is a lovely stone to work with. So that is polychrome jasper. Where are you little munchkins? Next, and this helps with your request, and it really helps with, like, in two ways, basically. This is sunstone. Sunstone definitely helps with bringing your best face forward, standing out. It also helps to kind of present. So this is another one that you would bring on a job interview, or if you want to market yourself or your business, this is a lovely stone. It helps with protection against exploitation and money manipulation, so that's always a good thing to have around, but it also helps to bring career opportunities. So whether that's a standard job opportunity, customers into a business, or if it looks different, this will be helpful. It's also great for moving to sunny places, which, who knows, maybe that's good for JS. But it's also helpful for phobias. It's good for, like, luck, recognition, being recognized for all the work you've done. So if you're up for a promotion and you want to be seen for all the things you do and have contributed, sunstone for sure. There we go. So that is sunstone. And next and last for Allie is going to be black and white banded agate. I don't have cinnabar in my shop, and my shop is paused for right now, just because I don't quite have all the stamina to promise to get crystals out as quick as I want to. But no, I don't have cinnabar. I have to find... Hey, K-Boz, good to see you. Oh no, you're in chemo too? Oh, be in touch. I'm sorry you're back here. Let me know. I'm happy to send Reiki. And I've got some... I will definitely bring up some crystals for you. Chris, it's good to see you. Okay, so for Bella Jennifer, it's so good to have you here. Intentions, relieving burnout, stabilizing financial issues, big life decisions. Oh, I think you've requested several, and they're perfect stones. So let's go in order of what you requested. And, oh, actually, no, I still had one for Allie. I apologize. It's black and white banded agate. Whoop. Dropped one. So black and white banded agate is really helpful for perception and logic and getting all the fine details and understanding all the key points of something. Very helpful, too, for inspiration from your guide. So it's very spiritual, but also very grounded. Helps with shifting your perspective if you're getting a lot of the Hanged Man in your tarot readings for yourself. Black and white banded agate, total suggestion. Helps with anything around endurance. Also helps with mental clarity and stability. So I think this will support what you requested. It's also great for new beginnings and financial stability, for sure. So black and white banded agate. Here we go. We're going to go with some smoky quartz. This is, I think, one of the more underrated stones. And I know it's hard to see that it's smoky quartz here because there's so much light, but smoky quartz is very protective. It's very calming, especially if you're a worrier. It's one that helps to transmute and shift energy and helps to remove energy blocks. Hey, come on up. It helps to also prevent theft if you're worried about things going missing. It also brings help for chronic pain and flexibility, both of mind and of body. It also brings a lot of hope, especially when times are really uncertain and you're trying to focus on something good. Smoky quartz can be very helpful. And what are you kittens doing? You're shaking the table. Why are you shaking the desk? You want to come over here? Hattie's just looking at me like, no. You also requested kunzite. And kunzite helps with everything that you would feel about the heart chakra. This is love and like commitment-based love, compassion in romantic relationships, but also for your fellow man. This is a bright pink more than a white. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. It helps with hormones, puberty, all the way up to and through menopause, perimenopause. Helps too with allergies, neuralgia, and neuropathy, which K-Boz, it sounds like you need that. Helps too for heartache and heartbreak, and for any kind of toxic situation, toxic relationship in space. This can kind of help neutralize that a little bit. It's also great after anesthesia, and it's thought to be helpful for new moms. So that is pink kunzite. But yeah, this is a very heart center kind of stone. It's also wonderful for allergies and sensitivities. If you're somebody like me that reacts to everything, pink kunzite. Oh, cats are jumping. Okay. So next is blue calcite. Blue calcite, oh, that's so pretty. This helps with, it's like an emotional first aid stone. It helps with soothing your emotional pain and also helping you to verbalize your pain, especially if it's hard to put words to it or if you find it difficult to express yourself around hurt. It brings a lot of healing, revelations, a lot of clarity, a lot of decision making, especially making good decisions when you're really not in the best place to be making decisions, but you have to. Blue calcite is a lovely one. I often will bring this to folks that are grieving. I think it's a lovely gift for that. There we go. So that's blue calcite. All the best to you, Bella Jennifer. It's good to see you. And yeah, let's see. K-Boz, we'll get you all. You've seen Cinnabrite in a worry stone. Is it still okay to handle? My opinion is no. I think the best person to answer is really more like a geologist, but there is, and you can say this about a lot of things, there is no safe amount of mercury in the human body, but that's also true of lead, and we all have some. So, but this is much more dangerous. Much, much, much more dangerous. I would not suggest this stone for a worry stone. Even if it was Cinnabrite and there's just a teeny little bit, like, I wouldn't. But again, I'm not a geologist by any means. I wouldn't handle it like that though. Let's see. Okay, so intention: relief of chemo side effects, digestive issues, discomfort, lower body, chemoneuropathy, and fatigue. You got it. Yeah, you lie down. We are all in support of you, sending so much love. I just finished chemo just shy of a year ago, 2 weeks shy of a year ago. Lots of love to you. So let's do things for helping with chemo things and nerves. like literal nerves. So we'll get the Amazonite for that. Some chrysanthemum stone. Dioptase. Discomfort in the lower body, polychrome jasper is really helpful for. Let's see. Just seeing what else would want to be a great support for you right now. This will help. Let's start here. So let's start with Amazonite. This is lovely for the neurologic system, all the nerves of the body, including the spine. It's also really helpful for calming the mental, emotional nerves, and more psychological nerves. Helpful for hospice and childcare providers, but wonderful too for dispelling misogyny, especially if women are having a hard time in a particular place. Some Amazonite placed around could be really helpful. It's also incredibly helpful for self-reflection and self-care, and right now is definitely the time for that. Also, it's very lucky in terms of winnings, so may this luck go forth to all of you. Chrysanthemum stone is one that I got myself right after I was diagnosed. Look how pretty. So this one is thought to be really helpful for tumors, growths, cancers, cysts, all of the above. It helps with all of the things that would kind of go along with this. So it helps with new beginnings and being in the present moment, but it also helps on the physical level with nutrient absorption, the skin, the eyes, and really importantly, it's thought to help bone density and bone strength. Chemo really annihilates that. Helps too with releasing metabolic waste. So this will help support your body as it goes through those cycles of being toxified and then releasing those toxins. Helpful too for emotional growth, and it's thought to be really helpful for children who've been emotionally or physically abused. This can be a lovely stone. Also actualizing your dreams. So that is chrysanthemum stone. Dioptase, which is very pretty, but very pricey. So we only have a little bit of blue sparkle, so we enjoy it. We're grateful for our sparkles here. This helps with releasing any kind of feelings of self-neglect or lack of self-care. It also helps with things like fatigue, whether it's chronic fatigue or something more acute, so I hope that this helps you. It also helps with the IBS, whether it's constipation or the other side of things. This is really helpful for all kinds of things related to GI upset. Helpful too for cardiac and heart health, making healthy change, emotional stability and vitality, as well as like balance and making most balanced of things in a difficult time. It also helps attract good partners, love interests, and just living in the present moment. So that is dioptase. And last I wanted to bring in howlite. This also helps with stability. And so it helps a lot with emotional stability. It's also the stone I bring in a lot for things like anger and resentment, in case anyone's, connected to that. But this also helps with, it helps a lot with the bones as well, calcium absorption, things like that. Also helps with learning and absorbing information and being able to understand it. And it's also thought helpful for the teeth as well as the hair, which definitely chemo goes after. So that is white howlite. So let me know what else I can do to be of support. All of you were here for me. I am here for all of you. And I hope that everything goes well and you're done with this ASAP. Lots of love to you, Kanta. Flower, memory, recall, brain fog, energy. Hey, heart. Hey, kitties. No. Chris. Gotcha. Renee, it's good to see you too. Oh, Renee, working through anger, definitely the howlite will be helpful for that. I'll see what other ones can be helpful. Flower, memory, recall, brain fog, energy. Just writing about. Let's see. That might help a little bit. Let's see. I know there's a better one for memory. And I'm picking out stones for the rest of you while I'm here. Let's see, iolite, jade, jet. Got this. Yeah, let's start here. Let's start here. And we'll see where else we go. So, definitely for helping with clarity of mind. Also, I'll bring that out too. So, clarity of mind and being able to see the forest for the trees, so to speak. Really being able to kind of understand all the detailed stuff. Finding errors, things like that. This is labradorite. It'll be really helpful with that. It also helps to kind of calm a difficult environment, especially if people are having a difficult time getting along. It helps sleep, and it can be a wonderful stone when you are traveling. It helps bring in the joy of travel. Let's actually bring these in here. Let's see. As usual, we just kind of let the stones tell us where they want to go. And then we do our best to keep all the lines straight. Okay. I'm going to have to get an oracle card out to fix this after this. Yes, I got, while I was there, well, first let's go into yours. So another one for mental focus, clarity, clearing brain fog, and also bringing lots of like momentum, energy, vitality, wanting to get up and do the things. It's Bumblebee Jasper. This has a significant amount of arsenic in it, so do be careful with this. No direct water infusions at all. This is great for positivity and confidence as well as that motivation, and also with making big decisions, big important decisions. So that is Bumblebee Jasper. And I'm also going to bring in some opalite for Jen for help with hormones. This helps with, in addition to hormones, it also really helps with things like migraines and nausea. So this may help Kanta. It's helpful too for the kidneys and also expressing stuck or repressed feelings. Helpful too with hearing and tinnitus. If you ever have heard of the like ringing in the ears, this is thought helpful. And acceptance to what is, regardless of the outcome. Like sometimes we are just not in charge. There is just nothing we can do. And acceptance is all we have. And opalite is a stone that can help. And it's not even technically a stone. It's actually a man-made glass. But it is quite helpful on the spiritual healing side of things. Peridot will help with anger for Renee. So peridot, in addition to like anger and even things like jealousy, this can also help the gut, IBS, Crohn's, and like lots of acidity or just inflammation in the digestive tract. So definitely good for Kanta. This one also helps with things like prosperity, which we could all use. If anyone has any intentions around weight loss, peridot is a good choice. Also helps with breaking bad habits, limiting cycles that you keep going through. And it's thought to be really helpful too for depression. And for those of you who may not have been here before, I am not the girl who says, use crystals, never take medicine, it's bad for you. Nope, you do whatever you do. Chemotherapy saved my life. Crystals and Reiki helped me get through chemotherapy. That's all we got. And speaking of man-made stones, this is Aqua Aura. This is actually crystal that's put through a man-made process involving gold vapor. This is helpful for depression, and I've done some more research on it recently. I finally found some books and acquired some books to help me learn more about it. It's great too for mystical connections, channeling for the throat chakra, and for the third eye chakra and intuition. So that opening up to the heavens to like get connection and then being able to share it. So this would also help like tarot readers and things. Wonderful too for sadness, loss, grief, and also for psychic protection. So this is Aqua Aura. So we will place that there. Okay, cool. And let's see. I will keep my eyes out for something more with specifically memory. Because I know I'm going to think of one as soon as I move on. I know I will. But Flower, lots of love to you and Little Tree, and I hope you're doing well. Okay, so working through anger, we got Gotcha. Hey, Shell Bell. Good to see you. Chris, good to see you. If you stick opalite in your ears, will it help? Maybe some opalite earrings are in order. Oh, that's wonderful, Allie. I'm so glad you connected with your cohort from class. That's so fun. Please send her a hello for me. I'm just looking at everyone's request. Hey, Goddess of Four. Gotcha. Yeah, Goddess of Four. We can get to that. Okay, I'm going to keep going through everybody's requests one at a time. Just wanted to say hi's. Let's see. Chris, I'm going to grab your request. Let's see. Celestite, Herkimer, leopard skin. skin jasper. Carnelian citrine iolite. Labradorite's in there. Pyrite aventurine. Pyrite aventurine. And amethyst. So let's go ahead and start with some amethyst. Beautiful amethyst here. This is an incredible stone on so many levels. There's a reason we love it so much. It's helpful for sleep, and it's also thought to be really connected with recovery, and in recovery in like the 12 steps kind of way, the sobriety kind of way. This is a lovely stone for accountability as well. It helps too with headaches, with OCD, helpful too with grief, emotional blockages, and a spiritual connection and intuition as well. This is one that can help us to lighten our mental burdens, and it also can help us to understand our dreams. I've done some research on this, and I'm also seeing a lot for amethyst in regards to, let's see if this will stand up. Nope, I guess this will be the one. Let's go here. Just a crystal pointing straight up. This can also be really helpful for blood clots and like clearing and purification rituals as well. So let me just see. Welcome in, Patricia. I think that this will be good for shell bell. I know you've been requesting that for a while. Let's actually put in a different one. Let's put in some amethyst here and some amethyst there. And there actually are some crystals for parasites, I think, in here. Yeah, there is. One of Chris's. We always end up needing the same stones. It's just, we all need the same medicine. Maybe for different reasons, but we all need the same medicine. So leopard skin jasper can help with parasites as well as anything impacting the skin. It's thought to help coordination, balance, so your gait. Also helpful for anything having to do with healing animals and connecting with our animal guides. Helpful too for attracting a soulmate. So that is leopard skin jasper. Next up, we will bring some aventurine in. Aventurine is a beautiful green, and it helps with our seeing the highest version of ourselves in a way, seeing a better version of what we can achieve. Helps us with confidence, especially when setting goals. Lovely too for eye problems, fertility, learning things on the computer, especially if you really struggle with tech stuff. And it's also thought helpful for heart rhythms and allergies. So we will go ahead and bring around some green aventurine. There's also gold aventurine and lots of other colors of aventurine too, but I've not experimented with those. Okay, let's see. Apophyllite, you got it. Okay, cool. So we'll bring in the apophyllite now. So this helps with everything having to do with the heaven hara in the Chinese energy system and Japanese energy system. This has to do, and the best way to describe the heaven hara is the same concept of like your connection to spirit as well as your intuition. So very much similar to third eye. This helps with clairvoyance, logic, and thinking, past life recall, the truth, if you're looking to bring about the truth, not someone's truth, but the actual truth. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put this right behind the smoky quartz. Lovely too for connecting with the spirit realms, connecting with the Akashic records, and just giving lots of clarity to your intuitions. Scrying, clairvoyance, all of the clairs. Citrine is known and beloved for financial abundance, and don't we all want that? But it's also helpful for balancing logic with intuition. It's lovely too for, on the physical side, addictions, compulsions, fibromyalgia pain it's thought helpful for, as well as nausea and morning sickness. So this may help Kanta. Also good for making good financial decisions, which can help you to make the most of the finances you do have. So let's put that in back of our howlite. Herkimer is very helpful with acceptance, especially any kind of acceptance that's connected to the divine feminine. It also helps with empowering manifesting, connection to spirit, and all that is. And it's wonderful for just for psychic ability as well. Wonderful too for balance and harmonizing, especially if you're dealing with like really some disharmonious energy. Like you love two friends, but when they're in the same place at the same time, it's like oil and water. Yeah, this is a good one to kind of calm down those needs. Or if you've just moved into a new place and it still feels like someone else's energy. Herkimer Diamond, very, very helpful. Iolite is helpful for shamanic work and visioning our spirit guides. Also really helpful for, on the physical level, it's thought helpful for weight loss as well as fever. And it's wonderful for psychic disturbances, especially at sleep time. This actually will be a really helpful one for Allie. So this is Iolite. It's also thought helpful, I think, for money management. Definitely for making good financial decisions. So that is Iolite. Celestite is very angelic in energy. So if you work with or want to work with your angels, this is an excellent choice. It not only helps you to connect with your angels and feel them around, but also to connect with their higher wisdom and discerning what you're getting as messages. Like, was that a sign? Was it a sign? If so, did it mean this? Did it mean that? Celestite's really helpful for discerning that. Also for discerning like what's intuition and what's your thoughts and what's your fears, all of that. Helpful too for with all manner of physical pain, with clear thought. And one of my favorite things about it is this is really helpful for bringing up creativity, especially things like art and music. Let's see, where shall we place this? I think before we do that, we're going to need to tidy up the grid. So I'm going to need a card. So I'm going to pick one of my brand new Oracle cards. I barely worked with these. It's called the Rainbow Brain Skull Oracle. And I'm just going to pick one at random. This is a good one. All right, so we're going to have an oracle card for the night. And I kind of love this one. So this is the Rainbow Brain Skull Oracle. None of this is sponsored. I bought these on my own. This is our oracle card. Did you forget you're still inside the game? It's kind of like, remember your spiritual connection, that we are humans we are basically spirits having a human existence. And this is more like a simulation. Our spirit is more than anything on this world. This world and the things we need in it are clearly very important. We have a mission, we need things to get those missions done. But sometimes it's helpful to remember that you are inside of a game. Very Truman Show. Whoop. Okay. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get for now. But yeah, rainbow brain skull. Very awesome. Let's go ahead and put these celestites around. Next is carnelian, and this has everything to do with the sacral chakra, which is romance, sexuality, procreation, and also fertility. Also relationships, certainly romantic relationships, but all relationships with everyone everywhere. Also with calling in a really good soul purpose kind of match. It's great for what actually Hart had requested help with for eating issues. Also helpful for healing wounds, for dealing with cold and allergies. And it can kind of pep up any kind of lethargy. If you're just like, I feel like I don't want it. This helps to like give you a little bit of a kickstart. And pyrite. This is very protective, and it's another one that helps intuition, getting those intuitive messages and understanding the messages that come through. Oh, flower. This is the one I was thinking of. This helps memory. Very much helps brain and memory, as well as on the physical level, lungs, fever. It also is thought to help with anyone who's going through radiation treatments. So that is pyrite, often called fool's gold. And something else we know about the fool's gold, it does call in the real gold. It does help call in financial abundance for sure. So that is pyrite. Okay, awesome. Let's see who else I skipped so far. So heart. So I got part of that. Gotcha. This will help. That's a really good request, by the way. The fear, releasing a lot of the manufactured fear so that we can deal with what's really there and stuff too. I think this feels really good for that too. And blue apatite. So blue apatite is helpful for our relationship with food, whether it's overeating, undereating, stressful eating, if it's dieting, or just even setting an intention of living more healthfully. Blue apatite can help. It's also helpful for things like weight loss and gain if you have any intentions around that. And it helps with learning your soul's purpose and having the courage to act upon your soul's courage, or your soul's path. Gives you the courage to do that. Also helps with strengthening the energy field, whether you call that an aura, the human energy field, the luminous field. And it helps too with general harmony and peace, which definitely is always helpful, but especially now. Lepidolite is helpful because this also helps with things like slowing down, taking things more slowly. It helps too with overstimulation, melancholy. It's more of like a sedative, like a calming kind of stone. It's also helpful for eating issues as well as thought patterns that are unhelpful. Wonderful too with things like addiction, tendinitis, cramps of any kind of muscles. This is thought to help with heart rhythms and just in general enjoying life, like taking it more slowly and enjoying the good that is there when one can. And we need that for balance. We need to be educated and aware, and we need to relax sometimes. So that is lepidolite, or lithium mica as it's known. Golden healer, I was having such a hard time finding information about it, and I was able to get a few more books with more information on it. So golden healer is also known as hematoid quartz. It's great for total energy balance, and it's thought to help balance, shift, and get kind of moving all of the meridians in the body. It's wonderful for enhancing any kind of energy work or crystal healing or yoga practice, and it helps with shielding your energy while you're doing any kind of spiritual work. It's also really helpful for cutting cords, cutting other people's energy where it doesn't need to be. It helps with self-esteem after any kind of disappointment or things not working out the way you want. And it helps to heal a lot of traumatic energy, whether that's you individually or in a space or a home. This is a great one for a home or a space where trauma has happened, to help clear that energy and heal that energy. So I think that will be helpful. So thank you very much, Heart. Back pain, spinal stenosis, definitely have Amazonite and aventurine in there for you, as well as howlite is helpful, and polychrome jasper. Crystals for new business and current business success. Oh, and your other one too. So renovations, your dad's estate, trying to finish the house to sell. New business and current business success. We have a lot of business success stones in there, especially cinnabar, citrine. But I'm also going to see if there's other good business ones. Let me think. Those are definitely the first two I would go for. Let's see what we can do. So for the property side of releasing the estate and getting the house ready, everything having to do with property stuff is desert rose selenite. That's very helpful, and that's already in there. But let's see what else we can give you in this. Let's see. I think chrysoprase will be the good one. Yeah, let's go with some chrysoprase for sure. Chrysoprase is one of those stones that can help you with like overcoming disappointment, and if something happens and you get kind of stopped on your way and you have to pivot and think of a new way to go forward. Chrysoprase is a great one, but this is also helpful on the other side. This is helpful of seeing the progress you've already made and being able to say, wow, look how far I've come, rather than, oh, how much do I have ahead of me? It's also really helpful with like follow through and completion and all of that kind of stuff. It's like a completion of goals. Also wonderful for forgiveness. So that is chrysoprase. Let's do 4 pieces of chrysoprase. This is a great one when I get to like that point in a project where I'm like, oh, why did I do this? But I'm so close to the end. This can be a really helpful stone. Okay. And I also wanted to bring in amber. This brings in a lot of luck, protection, and it helps to release a lot of negativity. So I hope that that helps to move it out of the house, anything that's there, and like get it nice and clear for whoever is wanting to purchase it. It also helps to soften rigid beliefs and attitudes. It's wonderful for creativity and for emotional blocks as well. It's also helpful for depression, bringing up a lot of support. It's helpful for anything having to do with teeth as well. Let's see, where should we put this? Let's do right after citrine. No, we'll do right after puff light. So that is amber. So I hope that that helps, Goddess of Four. Catherine Deal, stop in and say hi. Absolutely, enjoy this whenever you get a chance. Something for editing, that would be great because you have a very large book that you're editing. You got it. So labradorite is in there. That would be really helpful. Let's see. Ah, perfect. Okay. So we've got, first of all, tiger eye. So labradorite is in there. That helps with detailed attention and focus to finding like errors in a lot of things. Also, tiger eye helps in much the same way. It's also helpful for bolstering your courage, giving you a lot of strength and balance, and helps you to see the big picture, which is a great way to look at editing something that's large. It helps with entrepreneurship and with study and research. It's really good for a detailed attention. Let's put this next to, there we go. Next is Kambaba stone, often called Kambaba jasper, even though it's technically not a jasper. Kambaba stone helps with nature, connection to nature, and also plants. I have a big piece of Kambaba stone right next to my plants in here. It helps with everything from courage to confidence in walking your walk. It aids in meditation and in learning, especially learning language. But here today, I'm bringing it in to bring in that mental focus, and very much this helps with finding errors, finding patterns, finding things that are not correct, finding the thing that stands out, finding the needle in the haystack. So that is Kambaba stone. So I hope that that helps. Did I get them all? Yes, I did. Okay, so I hope that that helps. Oh, thank you. Thank you, heart. Blue sky. For kitty, strength and bravery. For partner, back and side pain, cooling anger. Stamina, organization, focus. Yep, we all have so much in common. Let's absolutely do that. You're not the only one to request help around anger. We have peridot and we have white howlite, which are both incredibly helpful for that. I'll think if there's more though. For kitty, we have in desert rose selenite, leopard skin jasper. Let's bring in Okay, I think we've got all the animal stones. Okay. Back and side pain. Okay, let's do this. Some lapis. Some emerald. Some epidote. So epidote can help with illness and injuries. And I got this, I got the sense that this might be helpful for your partner and just in general. So this helps with, so this is epidote. This, in addition to those things like recovery from illness and injury, this helps with the brain. It's especially indicated for Parkinson's, for negative self-talk, like when you talk to yourself meaner than you would talk to anyone else. Helps too with the nervous system, as well as the nerves and the skin. And if you've ever wanted to work with the fairy realm, or maybe you already do, epidote is thought very helpful. So that's epidote. Next, I'm going to bring in emerald, which helps with healing skin and tissue. It's also helpful with like invigorating our passions for life. The things that make us want to get out of bed. It helps to like remind us of those. Also helps bronchitis, lungs, upper respiratory, everything. Helps with confidence, especially for those who've been teased about their appearance or their weight. And it's also helpful with just manifesting success. So that is emerald. 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 There we go. I'm going to bring in some Super 7 because that really helps with working towards goals and plans and your larger dreams. So it'll help you stay the course. It also helps with intuition, channeling, all that stuff that's been coming up a lot for folks tonight. Aura clearing and strengthening, peace, harmony, unity consciousness, helps with healing past lives and any kind of karmic issues. And it also is lovely for earth healing and healing the earth. So let's go ahead and put one there. Can't hurt to have too many of these. But yeah, this is another one for everything to do with intuition, third eye, all of the clairs. There you go. So that is Super 7. And last we have lapis. This also helps pain and inflammation. But today we're bringing it in also to help with things like disorganization, helping you stay focused. It helps with personal responsibility. It helps to move away from disorganization. It's great for vertigo and hearing loss, as well as career improvement. And if you want to bring about truth and honesty, like deep communications based in truth and honesty, lapis is a good stone to have around. So there we go, that's some lapis. Here we go. Okay. Awesome, I hope that helps, Blue Sky. Lots of love to you, your cat, and your partner. For other kitty, independence, finding solace in self. Catherine. Oh man, you too. Oh, I hate that so many of us have gotten cancer in the last 2 years, but it seems like from the notes I got from so many of you, I think most of us have been there at some point. Yes, Super 7. Grateful for this channel. Aw. Oh, not that you have cancer. Grateful for me getting rid of cancer. Sorry about that, Catherine. Family and ice cream. Yes, thankful for ice cream. Independence and solace in self. So this will be our last stone, and this will be red jasper. This helps us to feel grounded in who we are, in addition to just feeling grounded. It helps with empowerment, protection, feeling rooted and firm in where you stand. Like, I belong here, I am, and I belong here. Helps too with depression, emotional support for like really long injury recoveries, as well as fighting injustice, bullying. It's also used quite frequently for spiritual protection. Super lovely grounding stone. Awesome. So I think that's it. So I'm going to grab one more just to finish up the grid. What do we want to add? Let's do some petrified wood. In fact, I'll use the big piece of petrified wood. Petrified wood, so wood that actually turned to stone over time and in the right circumstances. This can help us with past lives, healing karmic factors, and also healing our past as well as the ancestral line. It's wonderful for healing famine and neglect wounds, especially around food, connecting with ancient wisdom, with nature, especially around conservation, and also for the courage and strength to begin again. This is wonderful for bringing you the energy to be protected while you do those things, but also help you feel like, yes, you can transform, you can turn into something new, which it knows all about. And also helpful for protection during energy work. So that is petrified wood. Ooh, that is a beautiful grid. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do that thing I do. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is, how it works, and a little of how to make the most out of your session. And then we're going to get into a 30-minute session that will reach you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. And while I do that, those of you who are here and have heard me go through this a million times, if you would be so kind, go ahead and set any gratitudes, anything at all. If you want to enter them in the chat, that's great. They will show up on the screen in a moment. They won't for the rest of the night. And yeah, go ahead and let me know what you're grateful for, and then we'll get into the energy healing. Thank you for being here tonight, and thanks for coming back. It's so wonderful to be back in the seat after so long. So again, it's so wonderful to have y'all back. So I'm Danielle Stimpson. I am a Reiki practitioner and teacher. If you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, one-on-one distance sessions, or tarot readings, go ahead to learnreikiphiladelphia.com, or just go ahead and put your phone in front of that little QR code, and that'll help you too. So what is Reiki? Well, there's lots of different kinds, and really for every person you ask, you'll get a different answer, and that doesn't make any of those answers wrong. The style of Reiki that I work with is known as Usui Reiki. And Usui is the last name of Mikao Usui, the founder of this particular style. He created this method in the early 1920s in Japan at a time when religion, spirituality, different cultures were not something you could really do out in the open. Big consequences for that. Usui was a Buddhist monk, and he created a system of working with energy based on Shinto principles and the cultural understanding there, because Shintoism is the indigenous faith of the Japanese. There's a concept that there is energy and interconnectedness between everyone and everything everywhere all the time. One of those energies that's connected to all of us everywhere all of the time is Reiki energy. This energy isn't mine, it's not yours, it's not someone else's, it's not an energy that Usui created. This is just a method of connecting with that natural energy that's supportive of all of us and infinite and ever available. And essentially what I'll be doing is connecting with that energy and directing more of it to you for the duration of this session. Know that the healing doesn't necessarily deal with time. So if you're watching this in the future, hi from the past, go ahead, get nice and comfy. You're going to enjoy your session just as much as if you were here live. But if you would like to join us live, Fridays and Sundays at 8 p.m. East Coast US. So during the session, what do you do to get it? Well, that's the cool thing. Just have the intention of being open to it. That's it. Other than that, you can sit up, lie down, you can close your eyes, you can fall asleep. That's absolutely fine if you fall asleep. You can also use this time to do something else that feels right, like yoga, painting, drawing, music, anything that feels right, anything at all. And for that 30 minutes, you don't have to focus on anything. You also don't have to quiet your mind or keep it silent. Sometimes it's nice just to hear what our brain's trying to tell us and let it go. Whatever you decide is best, just go ahead and allow the energy to flow. If you would like at any point, if you feel like you got distracted, just simply take a deep breath in and out, and you'll come right back into the stream. Anything else? Yeah, I'm so grateful to have y'all here. At the end of the session, you'll hear my voice come in. I will invite you to come back to your body, wiggle your fingers and toes, and then I'll be able to answer any of your questions. I just won't be able to during the session. You can also reach me through my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com, if you have a question, or in the comments. I will see them. And I can't think of anything else. Enjoy your session. Let's go ahead and take another big look at that beautiful crystal grid that y'all built. And there we go. That is a beautiful grid, everyone. Thank you so much. Lots of love to all of you. Hey, Don, welcome in. Good to see you again this week. Lots of love to you, Flower. Okay. So everybody go ahead, get nice and comfy. I'm going to turn up the music. The music is made by an actual living artist. No AI music here. You can go ahead and see a link to her website down at the bottom of the description. You can also learn all about me and all the things in the description below as well. So enjoy your session, and I will see you all in about 30 minutes. I welcome you to come back to your body if you like. If you're already comfortable and just want to hang out there, stay as long as you want or even go to bed. And for those of you coming back to the wake space, go ahead and stretch, move, and bend. Past radiation treatment, I have to constantly stretch to keep the radiation fibrosis from settling in, and every so often I stretch and it's like, oh, I haven't stretched that way in a while. I feel so much better, and I hope you do too. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat for me. I'm more than happy to answer. And if you're just gonna chill out and head on into your evening, you can also just go ahead and do that too. I'll be back Sunday night, 8 p.m. East Coast US time, barring any emergencies. And yeah, I hope to see you all soon. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're all so welcome. Yes, peace and love to all, heart. Well said. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go on to the rest of your evenings. Good night to you too, Flower. You're welcome, and lots of love to your whole crew. So everyone take care. I'll see you soon, and bye for now.